On the sidewalk outside the Naftzger home on Pittsburgh Avenue, Marshal Philip Ellspermann and newsman George Kettler meet. Both head for the front door wanting to interview Albert Wade Naftzger about the alleged murder. Ellspermann gets to the door first.
Kettler, I'm going to let you tag along so the good people of the city get the news that they're safe from crime. I'm on the job, but keep your mouth shut and stay out of my way. Oh, don't worry, Chief. I'll make sure you and the mayor get your names front and center in the paper. Sorry to bother you, ma'am, but is Wade around? I need to talk to him.
Yes, please come in. He's in the parlor.
Morning, Wade. You know Kettler, here from the newspaper. Are you up to answering some questions about what happened last night?
I'll try, but it's still all a bit fuzzy.
Fuzzy? Wade, I thought that was your hair, every morning. Try to tell me what you do remember. What were you doing yesterday?
We started drinking early that day.
Early? You mean like breakfast?
Not quite, Sam. Me and Mike and a few of the workers started drinking at my father's mill early, waiting for the saloons to open up. Sounds like a family tradition. What? Nothing. Go on, Wade. Later, me and Mike went to Charlie Shook's place about 9 p.m. to get something to eat and drink a few more glasses of beer. So, you started drinking at the mill, then went to the saloons in the late afternoon, and ended up at Shook's around 9 p.m. Well, you know, it was a special occasion.
Yeah, right. It was Saturday, huh?
Then Mike said he was going over to Rich's pool hall. I said I'd join him after I finished my beer. I sat in Rich's for some time watching them play pool when Mike asked me to go along over to Georgie Massoni's. I hope they play pool better than they make decisions. Huh? Said he wanted to see George to settle some old accounts. That's how we ended up there. We were very drunk by the time we reached the house. Mrs. Massoni says you went there to collect a bill. That's not true. I went because Mike wanted to go there. It's true earlier in the week. Massoni's wanted some cornflour and me to trust them on paying later. Trust in cornflour? Sounds like a recipe for trouble. When I got there last night, Mike asked me why I didn't do it. I said the flour belonged to my father and that I had no right to trust. Mike laughed at the idea of me being able to collect anything from them anyhow. So, you only went there because Mike asked you to go? The Massonis didn't owe you any money? Yeah, well no. I really don't know. My head is killing me. I don't remember much, only that there was a bit of a scuffle. What did happen last night? I'll tell you what happened. You've brought disgrace to yourself and your family through your drinking. Let this be a lesson. You should make a vow here and now never to touch, taste, or handle intoxicants ever again, for the sake of your family.
Philip's got a point, Wade. Maybe it's time to switch to tea.
Wade, this is serious. Italian Mike is dead. Oh, geez. I promise I have drank for the last time. That's all well and good, but what do you remember about last night? I kinda remember George let me in, but stated he did not want that damn black Italian in the house. I felt awful. The room was spinning. I just needed to rest for a minute, so I took off my coat, used it as a pillow, and laid down on the floor. Got the head spins, eh? Next thing I know, Mike was in the house. Sounds like Mike was quite the party crasher. I got up to catch Mike and hold him away from George.
Oh my, what was going on, Wade?
As I took a hold of him, he said, "I'll fix him." Fix him? How? He broke away from me as I was too drunk to stop him. I think they call that liquid courage. He ran into the bedroom after George.
Did you follow them?
Mrs. Massoni came running out. Mrs. Massoni got out, you say? Yeah, and the bedroom door got slammed shut as the men grabbed at each other. After that, all I heard was tussling. Got it. Scuffling and tussling. Saw nothing more of Mike. Where did he go? Last I heard was the breaking of glass. Do you remember Italian Mike having a knife when he came in the house? Kettler, I'm asking the questions here. Wade, answer the question. Yeah, that's right. When he came in, he had a knife in his hand. That's why I tried to stop him. How long were they in the other room fighting? Kettler, really? Well, go on, Wade. It couldn't have been more than 5 minutes before I heard the crash of glass and George came back to the kitchen, his hand all bloody, saying his hand got hurt. Told us Mike jumped out the window. I asked where Mike was, and he said gone. Did he have the knife in his hand? I couldn't make out what was in his hand. I just saw a lot of blood. Then what did you do? I went outside to look for Mike, called for him several times, but he was gone. So I made my way to my father's mill, where I slept until daylight before coming home. I didn't know Mike was hurt bad. Did you see anybody else on your way to the mill? Not that I remember, but honestly, my recollection is hazy. I just remember waking up at the mill.
Okay, thanks, Wade. The lawyers will probably be in touch with you soon. You might want to get one yourself.
Lawyers?
Oh, God. Wade, we can't afford that. What will the people at the church think of all this?
Told you this was serious, Wade. We've got the Massonis in lockup for murder. There will be an arraignment and likely a trial. You'll have to testify.
Oh lordy, my father's going to take me to the shed for this. Kettler, can't you do anything? Make it not sound so bad in the paper.
I'll do what I can, mate. Paper doesn't want to lose your father's advertising business over this. Come on, time to go, Kettler. You're not going to ask any more questions here.